The unity of the team came together the first half that qualified us for this postseason because the run we went on at the end, being down, I think we were in fourth position out of 5 there for a while. With about 25 to go, we got hot at the right time and were able to win the first half. And then we've had a lot of changes since. That's normal for this level of ball that you're constantly making changes, and we're still searching going into the playoffs. It's always a challenge. Everybody's different, and I mean, you got guys from all over the world, different background, different cultures. Luckily, with a lot of experience, you just kind of sit back a little bit and observe, and then you just kind of figure out a guy, where he's from, his makeup, ask a few questions. So hopefully that when you need to talk to them and you want to find a way to tap them, the communication goes the right way. You got to find a way to be motivated to come every day. It's a long season, and I've got my own personal saying that motivation creates intensity, which intensity will create concentration, and if you're doing all 3 of those, you will prepare properly. So we only get better through work, trial and error, and practice. A lot of guys want to practice what their strengths are, which does not improve the game. But a player in the big leagues is only as good as his biggest weakness. You try to practice on to get their weakness up to a certain level, because the strengths are always going to be there. Address their weakness individually, and at the same time, it's a lot of team things that you got to get into. I've come up with some drills in the last 8-10 years that put you in what I call prime time spots. It's really demanding because you got to think, react, and throw and do all of this within a split second. Routine plays, obviously you got more time, you've done it 1,000 times, but these other plays you don't get many reps, and it's usually at the crunch time of the game. So for me, I'd start separating players that can multitask all within a split second instead of the routine plays. And if you get good at those plays, usually it slows the game down on all the others, and you get better at those too. Every Tuesday, it's been for years, it's kind of a routine. 2 o'clock, we have what I call a bunt rotation. The offensive guys are split in 3 groups. One's actually bunting for hits, then all type of bunts that they need sacrifice, a safety squeeze, whatever it may be, while one group is getting base running and another one is in the cage with the hitting coach. And we rotate them every 20 minutes, so all of them get an hour worth of a variety of things they need. Another day you take it easy, and the next day you pick up the workload with a specialized drill for the whole team, pitchers included. Next day you back off a little bit. So it's kind of like go at it one day, chill a little bit more the next. You have a lot of kids that never really played a lot of games itself. Were designed to max themselves out at a tryout camp, which is entirely different than learning the clock in the game of baseball the way it needs to be to play in the big leagues. As a manager, your goal is to make all the players get better. I always feel if you can do that, the teams will get good enough to qualify. To me, that's somewhat of a barometer for me and my coaching staff. If we're getting them better, we're contending, and we should have a chance to win. You just make adjustments and learn as you go. Postseason comes down to a couple things: which team wants it the most, and who gets the best pitching. You got to catch the ball behind the pitching, but the teams that pitch the best usually going to win in postseason. It's a whole other dimension to actually win it. The players, they may be here and play 5, 6, 8, 10, 15, 20 years, even go to the big leagues, but actually get in the ring, which creates something special and memories that you can always go and show your grandkids. Like every opening day when you come out of spring training and you stand there in the anthem, it's always a special feeling. And really, for the players and staff and all of us and the organization, to win a championship is a reward for all the work not only we've done, but front office, the scouting, and all putting the right people right place. It takes an obligation and dedication to get it.